Hey guys, so I have been having some sacral back pain in the left side of my body most of the pregnancy. I'm always prone to this anyway, but with pregnancy and the weight, it'll just cramp up to the point where it hurts to walk or I have to limp. And I've noticed it's just been getting worse and worse. So now when I sit down for too long, especially on like a hard chair, or if I'm standing for too long, it just aggravates it. So other symptoms other than my sciatic pain I've been having is that typically with my neck, like I've noticed that before I got pregnant, whenever I used to get massages and they'd have you turn your neck side to side, I pretty much can never do the right side because the pressure of my neck, I just couldn't lay down. And I haven't laid on my stomach in a while, but now laying on my side, I've noticed that if I'm laying on my right side with like a firm pillow, it actually starts to put pressure on my neck. That mixed with, I'll start to go out of alignment if my neck starts to go forward. And so all of those issues really make me feel like an adjustment is in order. I've been recommended a lot to go to chiropractors, and I've tried them several times in different countries, different recommendations. Every time I go to a chiropractor, I end up, the abrasiveness of cracking and whatnot, I always end up feeling sore and just, my body doesn't feel so good after. And so I found a couple years ago an upper cervical chiropractor, Chips, who I consider also a friend. He works a lot with dancers, and the thing that's amazing about this is they're able to do adjustment, but what they do is they do this really gentle tap on the cervical part, the upper neck, and then it just aligns everything. Sometimes he might do like one pop. I've had that maybe once in the couple sessions I've been with him, but in general it's been the most gentle form of manipulation in the chiropractic field, adjustments and stuff, that I've ever had. So he's like an hour drive for me. I don't really go to him on a regular basis, but when I have situations like this, especially with Huxley, I did the same thing. I think I had 1 or 2 adjustments in my 3rd trimester, just not only for my own comfort, but in my mind I thought it would make sense to make sure that my body's just good to go so that the baby can help the baby get in the most optimal position. So I think it's good for the baby, good for the mom, and it's gentle. So it's hard because there's not a lot of upper cervical chiropractors out there. So there might be like 1 in your area, but it's definitely something that I recommend to do if you're having any sort of back pain, or just in general, you want to make sure that your body is good to go for this birth.
For Sarah's low back, she's got some issues back here, and we're just releasing some scar tissue first, and then we're going to adjust her neck, and we'll go through that too. But Sarah, like I mentioned, that none of this should hurt, and we just did her left side, and what I'm doing is something called advanced soft tissue release. So the roughness, you could probably even see this kind of jumping. Feel that roughness? Mm-hmm. That's scar tissue. And this has to be done without any pain, so this doesn't hurt, right?
No.
It's like sanding down the scar tissue. And her issue is really on the left side, and I've already worked on that. And now it felt lighter. So Sarah, walk around and tell me how that feels. Bend.
Yeah, it feels even now.
Now it feels even. Perfect. Yeah. Now I'm going to check her neck, and we're going to look at 2 things on Sarah. When her neck is out, it causes postural distortions. The hip goes low and the leg pulls up. Mm-hmm. So it's all due to this up here. I'm going to take a quick look. Sarah, face this way. Sarah, you're low on that left side. Not bad. flat on your back too. While I'm putting your legs.
Should I take my shoes off?
No, leave them on. I
Okay.
like them on. And straight. And you can actually look over my shoulders here. This is a leg check, and you can take a picture of that. You can see how, and she has to be laying straight, and this is, but this right leg's pulled up like this, so it's time to get adjusted. I have you set up for just a second. I'm gonna dial in some numbers. And should I do a little explanation of
If
what
you
we're gonna
want,
do?
yeah, go for it.
Sure. So this is the back of the head. Here's the top bone in the neck. And in the past, we've had films of Sarah's neck, one from the side, the front, and the top, and that gave us a three-dimensional picture of how this is misaligned and what it does to the brainstem. And we just want her to be functioning perfectly. So what I'll have her do is I introduce a very gentle force opposite this misalignment to restore it to normal. Here is a picture. It's called body imbalance, and we see always a short leg pelvic distortion. And it's due to this head neck misalignment. And where we're going to take her is from here to a corrected position and restore body balance and restore function, 100% function of the brainstem, central nervous system. Does that make sense?
Maybe it'll get rid of my mommy brain.
Mommy brain.
I told my husband I should stop driving cars.
Oh boy. That's pretty funny. Okay, so you're going to lie on your side and face me. Right there. And it's more comfortable there, but it needs to be right.
Sure.
So let's do match. 3.5. Very gently, we're going to I'm going to just recheck. 3.5. Once again, 3.5. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. And hopefully that's all there is to it.
Cool.
We're going to get you up. And I have a whole explanation on my own website. And I have a very severe guy. It's like show he has seizures and you can come and look too. You can re-video this, but you can see how perfect that aligns. Remember how this was pulled up an inch. Anyway, you're good to go, Sarah.
Thank you. Alright, so I just had my session. I'm back home. I drank some water, and I asked my husband to give me like a 10-minute massage. Just didn't massage too close to where the adjustment was, kind of more in my shoulders and stuff. Just because I'm feeling a little bit sore, which is totally normal. It's like my neck mobility has changed now or increased on this side, so the muscles are feeling a little not as flexible, a little bit tighter, which makes total sense. That now that there's more mobility there, my muscles are like, I don't know what to do with this. So yeah, I had a little bit of a massage from my husband and a little bit of our own massager on my hips and stuff. Drank some water, and hopefully I'll start to feel better in my
sacral pain, so we'll find out.